Hi everyone, Jesse here with eTrailer. Today we'll be taking a look at, and I'll show you how to install the TrailerMate custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2025 Nissan Frontier. Adding a hitch to the back of the Frontier really makes a lot of sense. It gives you the ability to add on extra storage space to the back of your truck, whether it be something like a cargo carrier or a bike rack, and you can even do some towing with it. Just remember, if you plan on doing any kind of towing, you will need to add on trailer wiring to help keep you safe and legal out there on the road. I prefer the Tekonsha kit. It's really easy to set up. You simply plug it in, add a couple of relays, and you're ready to go. Here's a closer look at our hitch installed on our neighbor's Frontier. As you can see, the cross tubes are going to be hidden behind your bumper here. So all you'll be able to see is the receiver opening. This is your standard 2-inch by 2-inch receiver opening. However, the TrailerMate doesn't have a collar here, so if that's something that you need, say you want to add on an anti-rattle hitch collar like the eTrailer version, it's just not going to work with this. So make sure you double check and make sure everything is going to work with this hitch. But behind that, we have a standard 5/8 inch pinhole. The pin and clip are not included with the hitch. However, we have many options available here at eTrailer. Also, any accessory that you add on will most likely come with one included. We have a nice wire type safety cable loop here. Very easy to access with whatever style safety cable you have. For example, this S style or even a large clevis like this. Now we'll get some quick measurements, starting with our ground clearance. From the ground to the top of the inside of the collar is just under 18 inches. So that's a good height for matching up to most trailers. Most likely look for a ball mount with a straight shank on it. Then the center of our pinhole to the edge of our bumper here is at about 4 inches. Just keep that in mind for any folding accessory that you might add on to make sure it doesn't make contact with the vehicle. And for our weight capacities with this hitch, we have a gross trailer weight of 5,000 pounds. That's the amount of weight that you can pull behind the vehicle, and a maximum tongue weight of 500 pounds. That's the amount of weight pushing down on the hitch. You do have the option to use weight distribution with this hitch. Those numbers will bump up quite a bit. Your gross trailer weight will be 6,000 pounds and your tongue weight will be 600. Always be sure to double check your Nissan's owner's manual to make sure that your Frontier can handle that weight safely. All in all, if you're looking to add a hitch to your Frontier, the TrailerMate's going to work perfectly for you. If you have any questions or comments after watching this video, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to get you pointed in the right direction. As for the installation with this hitch, it's honestly one of the easier hitches to do. It's just a matter of lifting the weight of the hitch up into place and getting some bolts started. So if that's not something that you're looking to do, maybe you just don't have time to do it before your next adventure, check out our dealer locator. You can find someone local to you that would be happy to get this set up for you. If you are looking to get this installed yourself, then just follow along and I'll walk you through the process. We'll begin our installation underneath our truck here. We need to locate our mounting holes for our hitch. So you'll see on each side, the frame rail is going to have 3 weld nuts. We'll be using the 2 outside holes on both sides. So our truck is pretty new, but years down the line, if you're putting a hitch on an older truck, you might want to come in with a wire brush just to clean out any rust or corrosion that might be built up in there. Then I like to take our hardware, thread it in and out a few times until it's nice and smooth. That way we're not fighting with the threads while we're holding the hitch above our heads. While we have the hardware here, we'll talk about it. So each of those weld nuts that I mentioned earlier will receive a bolt and a conical tooth washer with those teeth facing towards the hitch. That way they bite down. Now I'd recommend to grab an extra set of hands. I have my good friend Tom here to help me lift the hitch up. So we'll just lift it up into place. Really the only obstacle is your tailpipe here, but once you have it lifted up, try to get those holes lined up. And then we'll thread a set of hardware on both sides. That'll hold it up so we can get the rest of our hardware installed. Before we tighten down our hardware, I'd just double check here because those holes are slotted. Make sure you're centered at your receiver opening, and then we can go in and tighten down all the hardware with a 19mm socket. Now we'll take our torque wrench and torque everything down to the specification in the instructions. Once everything's torqued down, that's going to do it for our look at and installation of the TrailerMate custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2025 Nissan Frontier.